Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Good Hang. This is our holiday episode. It's our Christmas episode, and we have an incredible guest today who's going to celebrate Christmas with us. And you should know we are off next week, and then we are right back. So don't be scared. We just have 1 week down to give everybody a genuine break, and then we're back in the new year. But we are with Anna Gasteyer today, and Anna Gasteyer, writer, singer, Broadway star, sketch comedian, does so many things well, and a sweet, dear friend who went through the same SNL sausage factory as we all did. And we talk about that. We talk about being on the show and how fun it was to bomb. We talk about Christmas and our favorite Christmas songs. And we talk about Annie. Annie comes up, thank God, as does Once Upon a Mattress. And Anna's story about being in the White House. And we also, we talk about her record, Sugar and Booze, a Christmas classic. So, it's a great episode, and we're starting this episode with another titan, like a genius comedic legend, a woman who has written some of your favorite sketches at SNL. You know her from AP Bio, from the Mapleworth Murders, from Wine Country, from Girls Five Eva. She is the one, the only Paula Pell. Paula, I believe we're getting you in a car. This episode of Good Hang is presented by Walmart Express Delivery, getting gifts to your doorstep in as fast as an hour. Who needs elves when Walmart Express Delivery can make Nespresso machines magically appear on your doorstep? And if you do happen to forget something, no judgment. You can even order gifts up until 5 p.m. on December 24th. Santa, you might want to take notes. Download the Walmart app or head to walmart.com and get your gifts delivered fast. Subject to availability, terms and fees apply. Paula.
Hi.
Paula, can you see me and hear me?
Yes, I can see you and hear you. Oh,
hold
I
on.
need to. Can you hear me?
I hear you, but I don't see you.
I think I need to hit the. I thought I hit the camera. Oh, hold on. Why isn't it working, Elaine? Try. Yeah. Handing it to Janine to see if she can figure
Hi,
it out.
Janine. Janine Brito, Paula's beautiful wife.
I'm trying. Oh,
there we go.
There we go. There's my beautiful wife with the new haircut.
Hi, Janine. It's Paula. It's so great that your beautiful wife is also your IT. For a person who just got off an airplane, you look beautiful.
Well, I just did which Tina Fey is very familiar with in a car, a full face makeup in about 2 seconds, because I did that in the cabs on the way to work all the time.
Yep. We are all pretty good at, and most women are at like getting
throwing it on.
Yeah, throwing it on. And
I've gotten really good at just the feel. Like I can almost, it's like Love is Blind, but it's Makeup is Blind, and you just have people do a full makeover by just feel.
Well, it looks great.
I'm also wearing my lesbian uniform in Los Angeles.
I love having you in Los Angeles, Paula.
It's so nice. It's so beautiful here. We left so much snow.
Well, this episode with Anna Gasteyer is going to be technically our holiday episode. It's going to air before Christmas.
Yay!
And we are going to talk.
You guys better carol.
Well,
you better sing a carol.
I was like, I wish we could have you in stewed. You love to carol, though.
I do. I love to carol. I love to harmonize more than anything on earth. If someone said to me, this is your job for the rest of your life, is just to throw in that alto line and just walk from group to group and throw in that alto line, lay down that bass, I would do it and be the happiest human being on earth.
Although I have also heard you have a very fierce soprano. You can also hit those high notes.
Well, sometimes. I do think lately in my 60s, I have had experiences where I thought I was nailing it, and then I listened to it back on a video. Very mortifying. Just a little sharp. And I like to sing a certain kind of sharp for Janine that really makes her put her face down in the cereal in the morning, because it's just a little bit. It's just a little overshoot.
Could you give us an example of it?
It's just the nearness of you. It's like finding it. It's like a level, and you're always just finding it, and then you finally get it.
Only as good of a singer as you, Paula Pell, can do good, bad singing.
That's such a thing in comedy. You're always like, don't try to sing bad. Don't try to sing bad.
It's funny. I want to talk to Anna about it. Like, what is the difference between good singing and comedy singing?
Yes.
It's a very fine line. So we're talking to Anna Gasteyer today. What's great about Anna? Let's talk well behind her back.
Anna is so many things at once, speaking of, and she's such a multi hyphenate. It's like every time you turn, she's doing a new job that's something where it's like, oh my God, like just Broadway and writing and movies. And, she and Rachel writing that hilarious Christmas movie. And then she's on really funny television shows as really funny characters. And then she's like playing the violin in a video she sends us to crack us up. That's like incredibly skilled violin. So I admire that so much in her, but she came and stayed with us to write this Bobby and Marty recently for the 50th. And we sat in our pajamas at our house, and we just sat and just really broke it down. She's so good at sitting and just really asking questions. She's a curious, present friend. She's really such pure medicine to my soul to just really talk about everything.
We should talk. We've been on many trips together. A bunch of the SNL ladies have gone together on girl trips. Maya, you, me, Dratch, Tina, Anna, Spivey, and
the Wine Country Gang.
The Wine Country Gang. And we're kind of overdue for a trip.
Very overdue.
Yeah, we need to.
We're going to all bring our grandchildren next time. It's just going to be a play date. We'll all be there with our grandchildren. And Janine and I'll have our grand dogs because we cloned Barbra Streisand style.
How are all the doggies doing? Can you name all the doggies' names while we have you?
Yes, we have Ernie, who used to have 4 buck teeth, and now he has nothing and no chin. Ernie is a very obnoxious little chihuahua with a penis the size of his legs. And then Gary is perfection. He's a poodle mix. He's perfect child. And then we have Dolly, who's like a Shih Tzu mix, who looks like she's wearing a wig, and she's very tender and gives a lot of side eye. And then we have our only young dog, because we always adopt old dogs, and now we've adopted a younger dog who makes us say about 30 fucks before 10 o'clock in the morning because she's so obnoxious, is Bunny, a Beagle Basset. And she starts at about 5:30 and stares at you in the dark, and you see her silhouette. She goes, and just does that until you just go, just get up, and you get up and feed them. And then who am I missing? And then Tallulah is in a wheelchair, a little wheel cart, and she's a 8-pound, tiny little mix. She looks kind of like a smooth-haired Pekingese a little bit, and she has no feeling in her back half of her body and is faster than any of the dogs, even without her wheels. She flies through the air, just running on her front 2 legs. And she used to despise me the first year. And then I left for 4 months to shoot something, and I came back, and she loves me now.
Okay, so any question you think we should ask Anna today?
I have a legit one, and then I have just one quick little funny one if you want to ask her this. The funny one is her dog Gloria, speaking of dogs, eats things all the time that she's not supposed to. I just wanted to know, I think we should all be updated on what the latest thing that she devoured, and then has it come out yet?
Great.
And when it came out, was it recognizable?
Great.
And then my real question is, because she's such a multi-hyphenate, between writing, when she's writing, or when she's singing, or when she's doing comedy, which one of those makes her feel the most free? Just glorious, untethered euphoria. Which one gives her the biggest jolt that way?
Perfect. Thank you so much. Paula, love you. I can't wait to talk to you in length one day. And so happy you're here. Love you. Love you. Bye-bye. This episode is brought to you by Hotels.com. Make your next trip work for you. Hotels.com just rolled out a game-changing feature called Save Your Way, and it's as simple as it sounds. When you book a trip as a Hotels.com member, you decide how to use your savings. Choose to take the instant savings now or bank the savings as rewards for later. It's your call. Turn discounts on this week's stay into rewards for a luxurious beach getaway next year. No complicated math, no blackout dates, just you choosing how to make your travels work harder for you. Only at Hotels.com. Save Your Way is available to loyalty members in the US and UK on hotels with member prices. Other terms apply. See site for details. You've got, what are you wearing?
I have my tartan. I have a tartan. Oh, it's a bad angle.
There it is. Tartan
Does
shoe.
that look natural? I wore my holiday pumps.
Yeah, because I try to think about what the guest is going to.
It's tartan season.
This is our Christmas episode.
I know. I got excited. So how many times a year do you think I can wear this sucker?
Yeah, those are cute.
Yeah. Aren't they cute?
Isn't it weird to wear it in like sunny Los Angeles?
Yeah,
it does feel weird.
And it's a sweatery texture. Mm-hmm. It's a sweatery tartan. I don't know if you can see the texture. So it's very holiday. Anyway,
this is going to be our Christmas episode. And I have so many things I want to talk to you about today.
Okay, yeah.
Very excited that you're here. Thank you for doing it.
Never enough time. Always so much to talk about.
Never enough time.
I know.
And but it's very exciting that you are the Christmas episode because I do associate you with Christmas in many ways. You have a Christmas album, you go on tour at Christmas,
yes,
and you yourself love Christmas.
Yes, I do.
What do you love about Christmas?
Well, I call myself the Duchess of Christmas. Actually, a nice gay called me that, and I took it. Obviously, yeah. I love it's so weird. It's like, but it's I love the holidays. I mean, like the resume sort of leans in that direction because my like legacy moments at SNL were sweaty balls and the Martha Stewart topless Christmas, which was my first like thing that succeeded there.
Right,
and they run every year on the Christmas episode,
right?
So on that
course.
Special, so it comes up for people, and then Dratch and I wrote that Christmas movie, which is a parody of the Hallmark films.
Tell everybody what it is again.
It's called A Clusterfunk Christmas, and it is a parody. It's a perfect parody.
It's a perfect parody.
The goal was to make the perfect parody for the ultimate Hallmark lover.
Right. Of which you are. I love Hallmark movies.
I love a Hallmark movie, and I love the holidays. I love the holidays.
So what kind of decorations? Because we're on a text chain.
Sure.
We send each other like our prep.
Yeah.
What decorations do you have up right now? What are you looking forward to for like in the levels of what's going on?
Right. So it's all sort of contingent upon how much I'm traveling and how exhausted I am by visual clutter that year. So, which is fair, right? So, I'm actually going full tilt Thunder Hump on Friday. The boxes are out. I'm going to do New York for the first time in a really long time. I haven't done it in a long, long time. I've worked on Christmas a lot because during the Broadway shows. Because
you're a pro, babe. Pros work on Christmas.
Yeah. So you end up, a lot of my things which are so up your alley, I know, like they're sort of hacks. They're like hacks to still be festive and still enjoy it and still be present in it, but maybe have it not be sort of enslaved by it. Do you know what I mean? So that, so I have, for example, I can go full tilt Thunder Hump, which I'm going to do this year. And I'm going to,
What does that mean?
That means like the trees and the lights and the garland and the swag and the all the TikTok hacks, like with the curtain rod and the, garland going across it.
Nope.
And
let's slow down.
Woodland forests.
Let's slow down. I just heard one of my favorite
TikTok hacks.
Hacks.
Yeah, I know.
And the garland goes where?
So you get yourself some like Walmart or, the tension rod. And you can put it like in a doorway, like where you would hang mistletoe, and you can basically go to Trader Joe's or Costco or whatever and get your garland, and you can make a really beautiful archway if you use that tension rod.
You get what you would put curtains, right. So you have to go buy that hardware.
But that's like $4.
And wrap it in garland.
Yeah.
And then
just
put it in a doorway.
And then hang it down. Put a little teacup hooks. Do you know those little teacup hooks that you can buy them at the 5 and Dime also at the Walmart? The 5 and Dime. And you
Woolworths,
screw them into
at
Woolworths, pop down at Woolworths when you're doing your stocking stuffers. And you can put your garland down it, and you could do lights. You can IKEA has or everybody now has, but I do an IKEA run every holiday because they have real cute.
Anna
holiday.
Gasteyer is here and she is telling us about Christmas. I
tell-
knew you would give me
And
good
I love
stuff.
a craft brown paper, just brown paper packages tied up in strings. That's
brown paper packages tied up in strings.
That's
how you wrap.
That's how I wrap.
I have a question about the brown paper. I find it a little heavy sometimes for tape.
Because of the gauge. You've got to get a thinner gauge.
A thinner gauge paper.
Craft paper. It's called craft paper.
What are we talking? Tree.
I have a feather tabletop. I have a tinsel, like sort of medium. And then I finally am just going to do live or bust. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And the one thing I'll say about live, I usually do a real Christmas tree. I like that we're calling it alive.
Mm-hmm.
Live from
it's alive.
Live from Christmas.
Bring it alive.
And I know there's ones where you can even have ones that they repot.
In California.
Yeah.
You can't really find that on the East Coast. I've tried.
Well, the thing that I always bamboozles me about a real Christmas tree, which I still do, is I think it's going to smell so good, and it never does anymore.
Because they've been cut so long ago.
Christmas trees used to smell better.
Yeah,
now they don't smell like they used to.
Well, that's that's genetic modification.
Oh God,
right there.
It's so true.
And I mean, sometimes you just got to do. Well, I use do you ever do like aromatherapy or pine?
I'll put in a pine candle.
Yeah, pine candle. You know who's got a nice pine candle this year?
Who?
Trader Joe. I stopped by yesterday because again, California Trader Joe's are like.
I like that you said it's singular. Trader Joe.
Trader Joe has invested, and it's at his eponymous shop. I love Trader Joe. I love my Trader. I do love
Trader
Christmas,
Joe's.
but I do love Christmas. But again, I will not be overrun by it.
Of course,
so I love. This is why I made a holiday album. I love my holiday album. It's very old fashioned. It's a little winky. You've seen my show. It's very throwbacky.
Your holiday album, Sugar and Booze, is
Sugar and Booze.
So great.
Thank you.
And your shows that you do to support it are so fun.
It's a holiday spectacular.
Yes. Tell us about them.
Well, I like to perform with a horn section. Mm-hmm. So that's for starters, because I have a loud voice. And I like to wear a tartan and get dressed up. And I like, it feels very how do I answer this succinctly?
Do you have to?
I don't know. It's it depends. Do we want to spend the whole hour on this?
But I mean, this is a real good question, which is like, talk however you want, babe.
Okay, you're right. It's called Good Hang.
Yeah, Good
We're
Hang.
hanging.
We don't have to get it right. We don't have to be. You don't even have to be succinct.
No, we don't. You're right. We can cut it.
Yeah, we can cut the shit out of it.
Cut it. Just cut the shit.
We can make this podcast 6 minutes.
You know what? In the name of this podcast should be called "Cut the Shit." Cut the Shit with Amy Poehler and Friends.
We should do a clip show where we call it Cut the Shit, and it's all the stuff that we cut.
And so kind of in the 1959, early 60s entertainers era really spoke to me because it was a time when a gal, Rosemary Clooney would probably be like the idol. Like a gal who could tell a good story.
Yes.
Could belt to the rafters, play in front of a big band, carry a band, an evening of entertainment. So when we set out to make the holiday album, it was really to create a record that, wasn't kitschy or like,
it's not a comedy record.
Comedy record. It's not a campy record, but it has, it's me. So there's fun to it, but really the goal was to have it play seamlessly with, a Frank Sinatra Christmas record or, a classic Christmas record while you're making cocktails and wrapping presents. And
it's a perfect record for that.
Tree trimming.
Tree trimming. It is so good. Tree trimming a live tree.
It's a tree trimming a live tree. A live tree. Or Balsam Hill.
Or Balsam Hill.
I don't want to,
It's such a good record. And it's just the right amount of like whimsy combined with really, really good singing and many original Christmas songs, which is hard to do, to make an original Christmas song. Really hard. And I love Christmas I love Christmas songs, but they're really, really hard. What Christmas songs do you love? Well, I like a lot of the ones that are on the record. I love Sleigh Ride. Mm-hmm. I love Man with the Bag, which I just think is a structurally. It's on your record. Yeah, it's on the record. There's some bad Christmas songs that we listen to every year just because they're out there over and over again. I have to say, Deck the Halls is not my fave.
No.
And we wish you Merry Christmas. It's not my favorite.
It's boring.
It's boring.
They're boring. There's a lot of them. I mean, even rocking around the Christmas tree is kind of a boring song.
Yeah.
Structurally, in the kind of carol canon, I think God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen has a really great rhythm. We actually have a new arrangement of it this year, which we're doing on stage. God rest ye merry gentlemen, let nothing you dismay. Remember Christ our Savior was born on Christmas Day. Bum, bum, bum. You can hear it, right?
Yes.
It's got a nice, who save us all from Satan's power when he was gone astray. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy. Yeah, it's a good song. It's a good tune. But also, so we tried to write a few songs that would fit into that. And so I wrote the title track, Sugar and Booze, with that in mind, because I wanted it to feel like an old fashioned song.
When you were growing up and now, what are your like Christmas albums that are on rotation?
My parents are classical music people, remember. So there's a lot of Messiah jams. You know, a lot of Ceremony of the Carols, you know.
Oh, wait, if you do that, I remember my part from choir. If you do the dun-dun-dun, ready? I was the alto, and that was my part. Ding dong, ding dong.
Here
come the bells, so many bells. Ding dong, ding dong. Here come the bells, so many bells. Here come the bells, here come the bells, here come the bells.
Can you rock a descant?
Rock
a descant.
What's the Hallelujah one?
That "Oh Come All You Faithful" is what I was just doing. That's the Start singing "Oh Come" and I'll do the descant.
Oh come all ye.
You can go up a little higher. Oh come. Sorry.
Oh come all ye faithful, joyful and triumphant. Oh.
Keep going. Do the "Oh come." "Oh come," let us adore him.
Okay. Sorry. Do
"Oh come." Do that.
Okay.
"Oh come, let us adore him."
Oh come, let us adore him. Oh come, let us adore him. Oh come, let us adore him, Christ the Lord.
Aced it!
You remember it!
It's all in there. It's like your movie in Inside Out. Those music things are all trapped in your brain.
There.
I know. They're all in there. They're in the deep gray matter.
And they're so nostalgic.
They're so beautiful.
They're so melancholy.
I know.
They're so sad.
I know, they are sad.
Okay, so I find Christmas sad.
Yes, I know. I know. But and by the way,
I find
a
it
lot
sad.
of people do.
I find it sad, and I get into the sadness of Christmas like a cozy blanket. I used to fight it because sad is not my favorite state.
No.
It's often not where I want to like I'm uncomfortable sometimes in sadness, but Christmas allows me to get. Well, some people are just like a little bit more. They can just tolerate it, or
they know it comes and goes a bit.
You know, like it's like sadness and anger. I'd much rather be angry than sad.
Same, and mostly am.
Totally. So I get into the sadness of Christmas. Like I'm like, I'm just like looking like, you know, when you're in your own music video and you look in the window
and New York.
I love the Pogues.
Yeah. That's your jam.
Oh my God. But let's talk about your classical music parents and your little Anna's beginning into music. Because I'm very interested in that very that early time.
So thank you. So I played the violin very seriously. It's so lonely. It's the funniest thing. And by the way, I'm grateful. I'm very grateful for obviously the sacrifice that, we spend all this time resenting them and then you realize the things that they've done as you get older and they get older and it's kind of a relief. But the schlepping alone, like just the amount of times to practice, to lessons.
Why did you choose the violin? Do you remember? Or was it chosen for you?
I think it was probably chosen for me. I had an aunt that played and I love her. So I think I thought it was cool. And the violin I still play to this day was my aunt's violin that my grandfather was given in the Depression in lieu of a payment for
Wow.
legal services at some point.
Very cool.
So it's like a 150-year-old violin, but it's not like fancy. It's not like
It's not a Stradivarius.
It's not a Strad, but I have had it like looked at because it's kind of interesting and as an instrument. And I still play that instrument to this day. And I took it to fiddle camp with me last summer.
Oh yeah, Anna went to
I went
fiddle
to fiddle
camp.
camp. I did. It's a real conversation starter.
Yeah.
And by that
Like
I mean
on an airplane?
Everybody flees the area. Yes. Anyway, I played violin as a little kid. I started and I played until I was about 17. And I was good and lazy. I was a Gryffindor, which set up a lifetime of talented laziness and sort of landing on your feet. So I could fake it for a long, long time. And then there becomes a breakage point
Right.
in classical music.
It feels that way with music and athletics. Those two things especially, where you are like loving it and you're good at it. And then there's a moment where it's like, okay, now you have to decide, am I going to the next level? Am I playing in college? Am I going to join an orchestra?
Yeah. First of all, it's so solitary. And it's two things. It's deeply solitary and it is, I am a perfectionist and it is torture for perfectionists because even though I was lazy, I was a perfectionist. So it's a weird, I mean that I'm not lazy. I'm going to read.
Yeah.
Let's cut the shit.
Guys, let's cut the shit.
Let's cut the shit. We'll be right back.
Let's reframe lazy.
I want to reframe.
Let's
what I mean
reframe
is that I wasn't passionate about violin. So I didn't want to lock myself in a room.
There you go.
Because truly like athletics, like you said, it is 8 hours a day, 6 hours a day, like going to school, like, it's not going to school late or leaving early in the afternoon to practice till your hands fall off. Yeah. And it's lonely. It's really lonely.
Yeah.
And unbelievably sad. It is a sad instrument.
Violin is the saddest instrument ever. And I do kind of love that about it.
I mean, it's beautiful.
I'm realizing now that Christmas and violins are both the way I get into my sad state. Yeah. I love that.
Well, that's funny because I'm writing a song called Sad Violin at Christmas.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, you just made me come up with the title. But I've been thinking about sad violin because it's sad. It's a lonely, wistful, melancholic instrument. And there's something incredibly powerful about it, obviously. But so then in seventh grade, don't laugh, I had my first star turn. I was legally blind also as a kid. So I still am legally blind. So I also had an eye patch a lot of my childhood and I had a violin. So just put all that together.
Yeah. Hot stuff.
Put it through the comedy Play-Doh machine. That's why hot
and
stuff.
And were we wearing the patch during the day?
We were rocking the patch.
Not at home.
We were rocking the patch. So around, I went to camp for the violin, but around seventh grade, I got cast, wait for it, as Helen Keller in The Miracle Worker. So I was able to pull a lot of my story into the part. And that's when I was like, I mean, by the way.
And you put that on your Tinder profile, yes?
Yes.
When you were,
Yes, I do. Yeah. Yes, I do. And my Grindr.
Yeah, and your Grindr. Tinder and Grindr. You're on both. And you're very unsuccessful on Grindr. Very unsuccessful on Grindr.
So far.
You're right.
Not after today.
Fingers crossed.
So, hilariously, Helen Keller in The Miracle Worker was like my aha of I think this is really fun.
Right. You got to perform.
I got to perform.
And you found passion there.
Yes. And so then, and then it became Claire could sing. And so I did all the parts and everything in high school. I'm sure you did too. But
as a kid, though, because you're an exuberant, kind of upregulated kid. Like you're more extroverted than the patch and violin would make me think. But were you an introverted kid? What kind of kid were you?
I don't think of myself as an outgoing kid at all.
Got it.
Or even as an outgoing person, to be honest, or upregulated or exuberant. On stage, I am.
Interesting.
And with you, maybe I am.
Interesting.
But I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. But I don't know.
You are.
Nobody sees themselves.
You feel
clearly.
how you feel about yourself.
I mean, everyone in my high school was super, super funny.
Yes.
And I was always friends with funny people.
Yes.
But I always like SNL and people like, you're the class clown. Like I was
a
superlative? I was not the class clown. I was the person in the back row who snickered. And made jokes.
You've told this on many podcasts and things, but I still think it's just fascinating that you were among many people that were your friends during that time. You were friends with Amy Carter.
Crazy.
Amy Carter, the daughter of President Jimmy Carter.
Correct.
Who, for people who are not our age, Jimmy Carter was a president. But also, and the best ex-president we've ever had.
Yeah, for sure.
And Amy was so exciting as the presidential kid. She was like our Sasha and Malia.
Yes.
Because he had young kids, Chip and Amy, and was that it?
And she was much younger than her siblings.
My name was Amy, so I was blown away.
I know.
And she was just like this girl in the White House. It was very exciting.
And she was probably for you too. I imagine you. I know you are a reader now. You were probably a childhood reader. I was too. She was a violinist. I mean, boom. And
she was a violinist.
We were in an after school like GT program together and became friends. I mean, it was just an instant, like, whatever, books, glasses, and violins. Am I right? And come on, guys.
Come on, let's party.
Let's party. And everybody would get invited to these, group events at the White House,
right.
Many of which were in the beautiful East Ballroom, which has now been leveled by
or made more beautiful depending on who you talk to.
Great point.
It's going to be gorgeous, Anna.
You know what? I stand corrected.
Let's wait and see how it comes out.
I stand corrected.
I have a feeling it's going to be gorgeous.
Right. And I just saw the Christmas decor, and you're right.
And it's gorgeous.
It's
warm
gorgeous.
as always.
It's always so warm.
Oh, so warm and inviting.
I wonder if it smells like French onion soup or wassail. When you walk in.
Gorgeous. Okay. But you were in the
East
Ballroom.
Multiple parties and things. And one of my early memories, this was such an extra double brain blow of like early synaptic development. The original Broadway cast of Annie was performing at the White House Christmas party. Exactly. Like the whole, it was too many things.
I don't think I knew that.
Like 4 feet away from us. It was like her little friends from her, Gift and Talented program and her friends from school and various White House people's children.
Yeah.
And then like Andrea McCardle and actual Sandy right over there. And buckets. Hard Knock Life in it. Buckets. And then I did Annie at the Hollywood Bowl like 5 or 6 years ago.
What?
And
I didn't know this either.
It was during, it was right after Wine Country. I think you were probably buried in editing.
And who you, Miss Hannigan?
Natch? Who else would I think?
What a party.
I was Annie. I thought, why not?
Well, there is that other part, we've got it, that's the Anne ranking part.
God. Lily.
My mind is blown.
So mind-blowing wise, when I did Annie at the Bowl, there's one animal trainer on Broadway who does all animal training.
We've probably played her or him on SNL.
He's the most delightful person. His name is Bill Berloni, and he adopted the original Sandy from Animal Control, and he trained her for the Goodspeed production. And then traveled with every Annie production ever. And then now has become like sort of the Broadway. He does all Broadway animals, but he's a wonderful person.
Wow.
And he's a big advocate for animal rights and, whatever. He's not the type that we had at SNL that would be like, I got a gecko in the van if you need it. They'd
be like, you got to hit it with a stick to have him let you go. I mean, can a llama do that? I don't know, but you hit it with a stick.
She's got 17 Ativan in her, so I don't know if it's going to happen today. Dude,
this tortoise is going to bite you if you hold it the wrong way. But what's the right way? Hell if I know.
There was a donkey sketch. Were you there for the donkey sketch? No,
I wasn't there yet.
But there was like these donkeys like going down those floors. Like it's just the worst.
Oh my God.
And then they doped them. And then like by live, they're like... not moving. It was nightmare. Anyway, Bill Berloni has these beautifully trained show dogs. All
Thank
things
you,
show. Like it's funny. Even like showbiz children, who I'm afraid of, and we all should be, are wonderful on Broadway because again, it's all work ethic on Broadway. Everything is routine and work ethic, and so a lot of the sort of like crazy. There's a different kind of crazy, but it's different. It's more like a proper OCD crazy, which I'm comfortable with.
So, but just getting back, you're in the White House. Annie's performing.
So Bill Berloni had a picture. That's why I brought Bill Berloni up, because he had a picture from the 1977 White House Christmas party with me, all these people. It's mind blowing.
You're in the picture.
It's insane. With the original.
Do you have a copy of it?
No. But he showed
You didn't even take it with your phone?
No, I shouldn't have brought it up now that I think about it. I also got a picture once with Paul McCartney and then lost my phone and don't have it. Oh, well. So yes, so
but
the
it
Amy
exists.
Carter
It
of it.
exists. Okay.
Here's the Amy Carter
Yes.
story. Okay, that's the most mime. So all of it gets munched together into this kind of crazy, like there was a movie theater in the White House, and you would go and be like, "Please join us," and the president. For a viewing of Pete's Dragon with Helen Reddy, things like that. That would be like, because we didn't have VHS or anything back then. It was like the olden times.
Yep. Sure was.
And then that's the crazy, crazy story is that I went to the Camp David Accords with the Carters, and we played the violin, which was crazy. And for the very first United States Middle East treaty.
So you played violin for
Anwar Sadat and Menachem Begin and Jimmy Carter.
Wow.
And me and Amy. And it was all in just one room. And we played Suzuki violin.
Do you remember
after
what
lunch.
you played?
She
Cotton Eye Joe.
I mean, it was literally like, lightly row or some, minuet in G or I don't know, something.
Oh, that must have been so tender. Right?
Maybe, as I've said before, maybe that
was
worked a little harder to make Middle East peace.
Yep. Didn't
set it on the right road.
It didn't work.
It didn't work.
And then am I right that you watched Star Wars there too?
Yeah, we watched it with the Sadats. True story.
Star Wars with the Sadats.
Yep.
And then you also watched SNL in the White House.
That is the most interesting of all of the stories because President Carter was the president. You rarely saw him. There were, a little bit, but we were there a lot though. Kids were at that house a lot, her
That's
various
cool.
friends. So I have a very, very, that's my first memory of Saturday Night Live because we went to get a snack in the middle of the night. And it felt like the middle of the night. It was probably 11:45.
Yeah.
And we went to, we walked by and the president, who we hadn't seen very much, was sitting in a chair I remember he had like a snack and a beer, and Aykroyd was playing him on TV live on Saturday night, and he was laughing hysterically at the impression of him. And to me, that was the most powerful, whatever you call that, early building block or core memory of putting in place the power of parody and the power of comedy and the importance of being able to laugh at yourself, all of those things, which obviously we're in a really different time around, but super, super, super impactful.
And so you get to Northwestern, we talk, you're a voice major. What makes you go from Northwestern after you graduate to LA?
A very bossy gay.
Great.
I mean,
follow
get in line.
Wherever you tell me to go.
My friend Peter was like, you're gonna, so I knew, I went to go see The Second City, and there were two women in that cast, and they both played girlfriends at the time. And I remember being like, I want to see the girls like do something fun. And then I came out here to LA, and I went to a Groundlings show, and it was like literally Coolidge.
Jennifer Coolidge,
Kathy Griffin, Lisa Kudrow, this girl, Heather Morgan. I mean, there were so many crazy, funny women wearing like wigs and glasses. And I was in the improv scene in Chicago, and like those, or, at Northwestern, it was the same as it ever is, which is just a bunch of smart, quick-wits guys that were like, I remember the like main big improv guy was, star guy was like, you're more character. That's what he said to me. You do more like characters. And I knew that was an insult. Like that they thought of that as an insult. And then I came out here and I saw all these like wigs and glasses. I was like, that seems really fun.
And who did you meet in your early years at Groundlings?
We had an insanely talented group. It was, so I was right behind Will and Sherry.
Will Ferrell, Sherry O'Terry.
Yeah. And Will is who suggested me for SNL. And I had, in my group, I had Stephen Craig, Chris Parnell, Scott Wainio, a lot of writers that came from our era as well. And then right behind me was Maya Forte, Will Forte, Maya Rudolph. Like, I mean, it was, and then I befriended a bigger collective of, Tim Bagley and Mike Hitchcock and Mindy Sterling.
We always love to talk about SNL audition stories on this show. I know.
We like to.
I know. We don't have to. But it is interesting, like, with the 50th anniversary and like us looking back and all of it. Do you feel any differently about that like the story that you tell yourself about your audition? Like, do you feel badly about your audition?
You know what? I didn't even ever feel bad about it. I'll tell you why. Because there have been a couple of times in my life, and Wicked was one of them, and Saturday Night Live was another, and they were both incredibly challenging jobs in their and difficult workplaces in their own ways, both just in terms of physical demand and artistic demand, and just complicated creative workplaces, as you know. Both times, SNL being one of them, I left no stone unturned because I felt. And I really believe this to this day. So sort of to totally double back on the lazy thing, like if you give everything your all, if you give something your all, you don't have regret. And if you don't have regret, you can face any consequence. For me. So I knew that if I did the best audition I could, I would feel fine if I didn't get the job. Because I wouldn't have left something on the table, you know?
Yeah.
And so Will Ferrell had told me famously that they don't laugh. And people whisper that to one another in advance. Did you know that?
Yeah. I knew that it would be absolutely silent, which it was.
Yeah. Me too. And I told Parnell. And so Charlie, and my now husband, and I were engaged at the time I got the job. And I wrote the whole thing out as a monologue, and I would just run it relentlessly. And he would sit like Mount Rushmore.
Oh, and practice not laughing?
Repeatedly. Because it was all stuff I had been doing at the Groundlings. So I needed to know what it felt like. The cadence is so different if you have a character that you're used to landing in a certain way.
Yeah, that's actually a really good point. I think a lot of people don't know. A lot of stand-ups and sketch performers, when they come and audition, they're doing stuff that has succeeded somewhere else. Right. And there's a rhythm to it and laughs that you're used to.
Correct.
Yeah.
Exactly right. So I just rehearsed it in front of him, and I knew it, 6 different directions well. What
characters or people did you do in your audition? Do you remember?
Yes, I did the NPR lady, who I ended up doing on the show. And I did kind of a ridiculous pantyhose wearing woman. And I did, who did not end up on the show in a shocking twist.
She ended up on Cut the Shit.
She was on Cut the Shit.
Did you do any impressions?
Well, so somebody, of course, was like, they're going to ask you in the 11th hour to do impressions, but I didn't do impressions. And but I kind of knew that it might come because I'd heard that the people that were involved were never particularly organized around the advanced prep, shall we say?
Yeah.
So I just had it up my sleeve. So I went, and I knew that I liked Martha Stewart. I thought she was funny and interesting, even though the Groundlings doesn't really do impression-based comedy. And so I wrote an introduction as Martha Stewart, and I got a Martha Stewart wig. And this is so funny to me. I did Cokie Roberts.
Oh yeah, I remember her.
But nobody, it was like an NPR reference, literally. But she was on ABC News, and so I did Cokie Roberts.
But Lauren is good friends with Cokie.
Yeah, literally.
I had dinner with her last night, and it sounds just like.
I think Cokie liked the impression.
I talked to Cokie.
I talked to Cokie. Cokie thought it was a winner.
Cokie thought it was a little mean. Martha, your Martha impression is so good.
Thank you.
What do you do vocally to get into Martha? How do we do a Martha?
So much of Martha, it still is. She's so rehearsed in front of the camera. You'll never have her do this.
Martha Stewart does stuff with Miss Piggy, and she's a little thrown by Miss Piggy.
Yes.
Because Miss Piggy is improvising, and Martha doesn't love to improvise.
No, and I've had a few situations with her. In fact, where I've had to dress up as her and be with her.
Yeah.
That's
a very unique thing about SNL. I had that with
Hillary Clinton,
where you are dressed exactly like them standing next to them.
So I have had a few events with Martha, and recently I did the Drew Barrymore show and showed up as her. And she... It's just the worst. And you're just sitting there fully dressed like a person. And
that's why, listen, this is why I love our people. This is why I love sketch comedy. Sketch comedy is embarrassing.
So embarrassing.
Stand-up is cool.
Yes.
You go outside, you wear a leather jacket, you smoke a cigarette, you put it out, you go and do your set.
Yep.
Sketch, you have a friggin' wig and you're schlepping a box with a weird bow tie.
Yeah.
And you got
and it never ends.
And it never ends.
Don't think that I'm not still doing that. Like there are days where I'm like, I still have a wig area in my house.
Yep.
I one time got pulled over for speeding and had a wig in my glove compartment.
That could be considered dangerous.
It could be.
Yeah.
It could be.
Do you remember what the wig was? Was it a...
No, it was like during Growlings days, in fairness. But
just to have one around.
It's just the schlepping.
The
so
amount
uncool.
of props. It's so uncool.
Yeah.
And that's why I love people who do it, because they're, to me, the coolest people, because they sit in the embarrassment and the commitment of it.
Yeah.
You have to be really committed.
Which is why the bombing is the funniest thing in the whole world. Which is why Will Ferrell sitting into a bomb is one of my favorite things I've ever seen in the world.
It is. At SNL, we used to watch old sketches that bombed and just like love it in a way. It's what the kids would call cringe, but it's even post cringe. It's like beyond cringe. It's almost like a delicious.
Yeah.
What would you call it? It's not a serotonin boost. It's like a, I don't know. It's the closest you feel to.
Well, it's like a community therapy experience, really, is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, it's like a primal scream.
Yeah,
like a comedic
sketch performers.
What are some fun sketches that you used to watch that you loved watching that bombed? Or
so we did a Zoo Crew sketch once,
which is like a DJ,
like a morning DJs, and we wrote. I mean, it was the loudest sketch ever. I mean, it was just literally like. Like every single thing was just like everybody like, oh, me so horny, go get him, Rock, like nonstop. Everybody, it was me and Parnell and
oh my God,
somebody and the host, I can't remember, and Will, and it was this basic premise, really loud Zoo Crew, and then the weather chopper goes down, like crashes. Okay, really basic, and then everyone's like, we lost Weather Chopper 5, like just anyway. People at the table were screaming with laughter. So funny. And then we set it up at home base. A dramatic play. A Tony-winning, Pulitzer Prize-winning dramatic play about a zoo crew. I mean, deathly silent. Like a wall. Like the audience in AH looked like a painting. And the whole time you're like screaming. And it was the wall of sound.
Did you get giggles in?
I mean, yes, because it was so embarrassing. Yeah. And it was also just hilarious because it was like the whole time you're like, they don't think this is funny. They listen to morning zoos.
Right.
Like there's nothing, this is what it sounds like. If you like driving to work and listening to that, then that's just kind of a pleasant thing for you.
Right.
That was embarrassing. Do you remember that set that we called Shit Can Alley?
Yeah. So there's all these little areas at SNL like where you get to perform. Home base is like right in the middle, and it's kind of a prime spot. It's where Update is. And then there's some areas that like where sketches go to die.
Right. Because you have the audience and you have the balcony. Yeah. And so the main three sets, where the musical guest plays and whatever, you usually are going to play things okay. There's one that's like way in the back that has no immediate audience in front of it. And really, sketches go there to die. I mean, nothing ever comes out of that corner.
And it's also a real vote of no confidence when your sketch is put there. You're like, I see. This isn't going to make the show.
That's exactly. The sort of quietness of like, it's in Shit Can Alley.
Yeah.
It's in Shit Can Alley.
We're not going to. I'm going to call my parents.
Yeah,
It's not going to make it. But you had so many hits, and NPR that sketch remains.
There was no confidence in that sketch. That sketch was supposed to bomb, and I knew because I'd played at the Groundlings at the quietness of it. That was the comedy of it.
Yeah, it's so funny. And I should circle back just quickly to Martha. When we're doing Martha, what are we doing with our lips, and how do we talk?
Well, one of the things she does. So many of the things that she says and does are things that she has learned to do on camera. And she is very aware of how the camera is going to look on her.
It's a barely moving mouth.
Almost nothing moves.
Why should it?
And nor should it.
We're going to make a Christmas meal and nothing is going to move.
I am obsessed with her.
Me too. I'm obsessed with her. I mean, Martha is, Martha,
she said,
I'm not going to invite you on the show because I'm too scared, but please listen and know that you're something else.
She also says, I love her rules, Amy. Her rules are so comforting. Her rules are so comforting when you talk to her.
Her rules?
Her rules. She's like,
I like rules.
I don't take alcohol alone. I don't take drinks if I'm alone. That's what she told me. I don't take. Do you remember when she briefly took over The Apprentice? And it was that we're so obsessed with this. She would, and the Zoom at the end, but she was always handwriting a termination note. Just a little touch of class.
You're fired.
Mm-hmm. I so enjoyed your contributions to The Apprentice.
But I'm here to tell you.
I sent her flowers. I sent her flowers for one of her birthdays many of the years. Anyway, cut it. Cut the shit.
We'll cut the shit.
Cut the shit.
I want to talk about Bobby and Marty for a second.
The best.
And the Culps. Because those two characters that you and Will did, I think are a perfect example of like kind of combining all of your talents. And before we get into them, what is the difference between good singing, like singing, and then comedy singing?
Ooh.
And is there one, I guess?
Well, it is interesting. It's an interesting question. I definitely think the training informs what's fun about the characters, meaning she's, they're quintessential choir teachers. So her technique is very important to her. So I probably lean more into that quality of the voice. And I've met people over the years that are like music people. I hit notes as her that I would be very worried about trying to hit as me. And I know this is true because my friend Seth Rudetsky, who has the Sirius XM radio Broadway show, who I met because he wrote for the Rosie O'Donnell show at the same time as I was in 8G.
A lot of people don't know when we were doing SNL, Rosie was in her studio right next door. Right next door.
Yeah. So we met in the NBC gym and he was like, of a certain part of my life, like I instantly recognized him as a person who understood what that music part of me that I didn't even talk about was. Yeah. And he said, he was like, I love how consistently you go from a B flat to a C. Like, again, I wouldn't have thought about it. And I wouldn't have even thought that Bobby sings that high, but she does all the time, which is kind of wild. Like if you wanted to ask me to hit a C, I would get like, my butthole would tighten up and I probably wouldn't be able to do it. So there's something really fun about that. And I think there's, for me, I can't speak for other people. Like I would never, there's a freedom around it and a chance taking that I will play in character any day of the week. Till very recently, I wouldn't have done it as a vocalist.
So
Does
cool.
that make sense?
Absolutely. And that is what you guys do as those characters. Also, I just love Bobby and Marty's look. Their looks are excellent.
Their looks are fantastic. And we knew early on. So they were disparaged by some of the men, by the cool guys. People thought it was a medley bit and thought it was dumb and hacky. But we had so much fun writing their passive aggression as characters. Like the dynamic of the two of them, the people giving them the finger all the time, and just the inherent bummer of having those people perform at your prom or whatever. Like that, we always loved. That's what was so joyful about it. And the music was fine. Like the music was a super fun component of it, but it wasn't the point ever. Yeah. The point was, why are these people performing at my, sobriety birthday? It was always like finding the premise. Yes. And so that's what made it so fun. I have to say, honestly, like at the 50th, which was so special because that was always my favorite thing to do at SNL. It was the most fun writing it with Will and with Paula. We were infamous is the term, because we would, as you know, not start writing until 4:00 in the morning. Yeah. And we would finish at 10 a.m. And it was always like a laugh fest that so heavily featured procrastination. It was extraordinary. And
well, it's very, very funny that you say that, because we do a thing on the show where we talk about, we talk to people who know our guests. We talk well behind their back and we get a question to ask them. And so I spoke to Paula Pell.
Uh-oh.
And for people that didn't see the SNL 50th music special, which was amazing, there was like sketches in between acts and a lot of musical sketches. And Bobby and Marty came out and crushed. That was not an easy audience. It was an audience of truly every single person was either performing or a performer, or like it was a cynical audience. Yeah. You guys crushed. What was that feeling to do that night?
It was so fun, for lack of a better word. Like it was so, there was something, as you go back to these reunions and you bring all of your kind of history and baggage and whatever with you. Again, kind of speaking to your point of the fact that this is all just so embarrassing, because first of all, like it's Radio City Music Hall. It's 6,000 seats. I mean, it's a huge epic space.
Yeah.
We followed Lauryn Hill.
Sure. That's who you want to follow.
So you have to understand that in the wings,
That's right.
there are like thousands of cool music people. I mean, like my dressing room was next to Jack White and his band, and I'm dressed as Bobby Mohan Culp. Okay. I've got the giant glasses and my like striped dress, and Will's got his bald pate and his, we were rehearsing in the keyboard. So already we're like the losers in the wings. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. I mean, the winners for me, but
it was fantastic.
I mean, actually, you're like, you've got the violin and you've got the eye patch.
100%. And so we're already just like, what is happening? What is happening? Why are we here? And who invited us? And then we just started to giggle because it was so cute because doing the sketch and doing that, like it was very easy to imagine how excited Bobby and Marty would have been. The people would have been to be at Radio City.
And what was it like backstage? You see Jack White. Who else are you seeing?
I mean, mayhem, like posses and people with like, music people. So they got like,
they're so cool.
Big cool hair and glasses and fur, like Lauryn Hill's a fur coat and an afro. And like everybody's got like floral pants that come up to here. And there's posses and, weed everywhere. Chris Martin's in the corner, like cool people. Cool people who just looked right past us. Like they did not know that we used to be on Saturday Night Live. They were just like, who brought Granny and Gramps? Like just right past us.
That actually probably was fun.
It was so fun.
That's fun.
And then we like, going out there and all that stuff just suddenly worked.
You're right. Now that I'm remembering, Lauryn Hill had a surprise, incredible performance.
Insane.
And then
the Fugees. There's like smoke and then it was like test.
And you guys cried. And that's what I mean.
You know what I did? I knew it was streaming, and I also knew. I mean, it was really funny because we were like, and all of their stuff was about how they'd come to New York for an ophthalmology appointment. They were just lucky to slip in, and just everything about it was so fun. And so we're sitting there, funny. And I did have the feeling I was like, this is streaming. Because one thing about SNL for me, again, I don't know if you ever had this, but it's a little bit of an A student girl, nerd girl thing. I was always, my greatest regret about this show, not that you would go back in time, is that I never like settled into it and enjoyed it because I was always so aware of the time and of running down the clock. Somebody else's sketch is going to get cut. Like I was always, and when we were there, it was such a, like explosive surfeit of talent that there were always 3 sketches a night that might not make it, So I always felt like I had to like keep it moving. So I was suddenly very aware that it was streaming and that I was not going to be rushed. Ooh. And I was like, I'm going to be Bobby The funniest thing in the world to me is this woman and this man, these choir teachers getting people to settle. Because there's just nothing funnier.
So that's what they did is they just kept telling people to settle.
I need you to settle. I need quiet in the back. Hand goes up, mouth goes shut. Hand goes up, mouth goes shut. Just this idea. I was just like, I'm going to keep going until they settle. I'm not going to worry about it. And if I had been at 8H, we never would have done that.
Right. Very good point.
But we took a full, probably 45 seconds to, get people to pipe it. David Spade piped down.
That's right. You guys called him out by name.
I don't want to hear it, Pierce Brosnan. So stupid.
Okay. We have so much more to talk about.
I'm sorry.
But we've never talked about it. Paula had 2 great questions.
Uh-oh.
One was a funny one, which was your dog Gloria loves to eat things.
Yes.
And you often keep us updated as to what she eats. What has she eaten lately, and has it come out already, and was it intact when it came out?
It never comes out. I don't know where it goes. It's upsetting. Yeah. Like you're like, it was a full hairbrush. Where did it go? And honestly, because she's also like many dogs, like it's the more personal, the better, So if it's a retainer or
a pair of underwear.
She would eat my IUD if she could pull it out.
She could get in there.
Yeah. Sorry, but it's true.
Dogs are gross.
It's gross. Bras, all that kind of thing. Most recently, to answer the question, it was a massive thing of cheese. I mean, it was a Manchego. It was a Costco Manchego wedge. Those are big ones for a party. And Charlie Charlie sent it to me. I was out here, and he'd taken out the cheese. He was going to have himself a little snack. Came back, the cheese was gone. He felt crazy. That's always part of the story. That he's walking around like, I swear to God, I brought the cheese out. Where's the cheese? And then hours later, there was like this much left, which also I find upsetting because it means that she has eaten to the point of physical discomfort, which for a dog is a long time.
Yeah.
I want to know what happens in her dog brain where she's like,
maybe there's some kind
"That's
of
enough for now."
evolutionary thing where they show you just a little to be like, just to be like, and just to
nice vintage,
just a tiny bit of like a trophy of like, and here's what I did.
She's such an asshole.
Okay. And then Paula's, real question was, and it's kind of what the theme of our interview today, which is basically like, and it's such a sweet Paula question, which is, between writing and singing and acting, which one makes you feel the most free? It's an interesting word.
It's a great question. I think that inherently I'm the most natural singer. I mean, I think that's like my first gift, meaning like that it's just sort of beyond me. And as I've gotten older and more into it, like even in the last couple of years, I feel more comfortable just accepting that it's something that came from somewhere besides me. And I got lucky to have a career that kind of nurtured the muscles of it all, literally. Writing is the most in the flow, I probably feel, but I hate writing and I hate having to write. I love having written.
Yes, having had written is the best feeling in the world.
I feel like you're a more confident writer than I am.
Oh God, no.
No, that's not true. You're very good about it.
I've got to,
we have to go.
no, I've got to,
Your Uber's here?
My Uber. I'm so sorry. My Uber's here. First of all, you are a member of the Wicked verse. You opened Wicked in Chicago.
Yeah. I was the, 4th overall Alphaba. So 5th, so now when you go like last year, 2 years ago was the 20th. And, again, I have people in my Wicked life that are like, I'm not going back. It was torture. Because it is trauma bonding. It's a really hard job. It's a really, 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 really hard job. It's a hard role to play. It is a physically demanding, and it's incredibly hard to sing. So I'm actually, in retrospect, I'm going to actually take a minute to tell a story.
Yes, please.
If that's okay.
Of course.
Because I actually think it's so life lesson important. I am so hard on myself. And again, I realized this about myself recently. I'm not competitive. I'm a perfectionist. So I actually hate competition, but I want to be really good at things. So it's a weird mix. But when you do a Broadway show, everybody comes at the end because all your friends or whatever. People want to see you before it closes or you leave or whatever. And whatever. Here's Idina Menzel, the most incredible vocalist, originated this incredibly demanding vocal score.
Yeah.
When you take over in a role, you're thrown into their track. So there's a lot of things that were designed around Idina's instrument that other people have a harder time with. Her phrasing, her lung capacity, things like that. So I was sort of mercilessly hard on myself. And I also just didn't have the Broadway credits that other people did. So I felt like I was proving myself. And especially then on Broadway, I think people felt like, who's this TV bitch who just thought she could show up and sing Elphaba? There was not like I didn't feel like warmly welcomed into the Broadway community. I felt like I was proving it,
Sure.
So every day.
Yeah.
And I, that role is very, very challenging. So my last 3 weeks, because I did Chicago and then I came and I did the Three Penny Opera on Broadway and then I did Wicked up on Broadway. So my last 2-3 weeks, Wicked, all these people, come out of the woodworks, composers I admired, people to want to see me in the role before I left. And I was so mercilessly cruel to myself. Every day I would come backstage and I messed up the bridge on Defying Gravity, or, oh my God, I hated the way that I didn't like my upper register here, there. I was screaming in this part. It was such an interesting experience because the sound engineer gave me, snuck me, I hope I'm not getting him fired, recordings of my last 12 shows. He had just stuck in a thing and recorded them. I didn't listen to them for 15 years because I was so mortified. I was like, I don't want to hear myself. And then I cracked one open one day and I wanted to listen to Defying Gravity to see if I could Frankenstein the perfect version together, whatever. And it was so chilling how similar they were.
Oh, wow, Anna, that's wild.
To listen to them in a row, it was like, it took my breath away because and I tell my kids this all the time now because, Ulysses, my son, he's such a perfectionist. I'm like, the difference between 98% and 100 is imperceptible to anyone but you.
Yeah.
And if you're hitting the general ballpark of being able to, I don't know, sing Alphaba, you're probably cool.
Yeah.
So you are not a reliable witness about yourself.
Oh, never. And that's why I give 75%. I don't even get.
But honestly, it can apply to anything.
Oh, absolutely.
And making that decision of being like, did you show up? Were you nice to people? Did you know your lines? Okay.
The way that, and also the lovely way in which you circled back and you were able to kind of like go back to that younger version of yourself and be like,
oh my God, I can't believe how unnecessarily, relentlessly mean I was to myself.
Yes.
I mean, I don't know if I'm able to take it now in everyday life, but it's such an important, I don't know, it felt like such an important lesson. And, obviously like that's the SNL wisdom pearl. I'm like, I wish I could have enjoyed it. Just enjoyed it. It was a great experience,
Yeah. I mean, the fact that you had physical evidence that they weren't that different.
It was mind blowing.
Is something else, isn't it?
Yeah.
The mind is a terrible place.
A real dick.
It's a terrible, terrible place.
Yeah. The mind is a dick.
The mind is a raging dick. Okay. Mean Girls. What are your memories about us doing Mean Girls together?
I remember being on the plane with you.
Yep. We were on the plane. We got in a fight with a guy.
You got in a fight with a guy. And the baby Francis, this early empowering. Baby Francis was on the plane with us. Do you remember that?
Your baby Francis, who is now in her 20s.
23. Yeah.
She was on the plane. And I still got in a fight with the guy with the baby around?
Yeah, I hope so. Because the guy got mad that you were swearing in front of the baby.
Yeah, right. It's a long story, but what happened was a very a guy who, like a first class guy.
Yeah.
Well, we were in first class too. He was like, "Excuse me, you're being too loud in first class," and my Boston came out. Let's just say that.
It was the best thing I've ever seen.
Okay, but the shooting of Mean Girls, what do you remember of it?
I remember hanging out with you in that hotel one night and having drinks. I remember when Tina. I have a memory of her sitting at the table on 17 and saying, I think I'm going to try to option this book.
Me too. I have an image of her sitting at her computer and being like, oh, and having the book near her and just like working on it, being like, I'm writing this movie.
It's incredible.
And I was like, good luck with that. I'm going to go write a sketch about a lady who has a snake around her neck.
Have you ever heard of fart mouth?
And last question is, what are you listening to, watching? Where do you go to laugh these days?
I am not very, for all my quiet comedy, like I am like Mel Brooks is what makes me laugh. Like big,
okay,
silly.
What's your favorite Mel Brooks?
I mean.
Let's Google it.
Madeline Kahn
should we go to the producers?
Young Frankenstein producers. I mean, when Dratch and I write together, it feels like Mel Brooks is, the
Dratch Dratch is of the Mel Brooks world.
Yeah. So writing with her is very goofy and very fun.
You know what I love, and I know it's underrated. I love me a Spaceballs.
Oh, not deeply underrated. Yeah.
God, Spaceballs made me laugh.
My friend Philip Taratula does this character called Official Pam Goldberg on Instagram. He plays a member of Actors Equity since 1968.
I know my Uber is here, but I have to see this.
Yeah, you do.
Official Pam Goldberg?
Yeah.
Pam Goldberg here, and I'm recommending what to bring with you to tech. So here we go. Snacks. Don't rely on other people's snacks or anyone else bringing snacks for you. These are Crasdale peanuts. I don't think they're organic.
Pam's telling us what to bring to tech.
Or should I say good coffee? I like this from Fairway. This days management will brew coffee themselves, but life's too short for Folgers. A game. I recommend Bananagrams because it's short and cordial. You also will find out.
Bananagrams are short and cordial. Also, Pam has got a real severe haircut.
Real severe.
And a real squinty eye.
She's been a regional theater actress for a long time.
But anyway, Merry Christmas.
Thank you, friend. Thank you, friend. Merry Christmas to you.
Anna Gasteyer, thank you so much. That was so fun. And that time went by so fast, and I love talking to you. And, this is our holiday episode. And for those of you celebrating the holiday in all different ways, I just want to say thank you for giving us the gift of listening to this show. It's meant a lot to us. And this has been an amazing year that we've launched it. So thank you. We cannot wait to make more, which we will be doing for you. And it has been a real gift to do it. So I'm going to do end this episode and dive into the polar plunge by sharing my favorite Christmas movie with you. And that is a little known classic, Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas. I don't know a lot of people that know it, but look, I don't love puppets all the time, but this one has the Muppet Puppet family. Jim Henson's workshop made it, and it is the cutest, most tender, best music movie. Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas. Check it out. It is basically the gift of the Magi. There is an incredible bunch of villains called the River Bottom Nightmare Band. That is basically a snake and a weasel, and they are incredible. So do yourself a favor, and I don't even know where to find it. I think I have it on VHS. But Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, whatever you celebrate. Thank you for listening, and we can't wait to see you in the new year. Bye. You've been listening to Good Hang. The executive producers for this show are Bill Simmons, Jenna Weiss-Berman, and me, Amy Poehler. The show is produced by The Ringer and Paper Kite. For The Ringer, production by Jack Wilson, Kat Spillane, Kaya McMullen, and Aleya Zenieris. For Paper Kite, production by Sam Green, Joel Lovell, and Jenna Weiss-Berman. Original music by Amy Miles.